Hello friends, welcome back to Python on Phone programming series. In the previous class, we have seen how to define conditions in Python. In this class, we will discuss a special function called range in Python, how to define it and where and how we can use it in Python. We will learn that in this class. So first thing first, how do we define a list in Python? So there are two ways to define list in Python. The one simple way I can think of is something like this, right? So you have a, let's say, variable like L1 is equal to, you can simply say square brackets, right? So this is your empty list. So instead of using square brackets, even you can use a method or function called list, right? So the both are same actually. So here we are using an inbuilt function called list, but here we are using square brackets without any value. So this is cool. Let's assume that you want to define, okay, you want to define a list with 10 numbers. How can you do it? So what we do is we use square brackets, right? So we give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on forth till the numbers that we want, right? Like 10 here. This is okay. How about I need a list with 1 million numbers? Can we do it manually? No, right? It is, we, of course, we can do it, but practically it is not doable and it's very tedious and difficult to maintain as well. So to avoid such things, okay, in Python, there is a function called range. Okay, so what this function will do is it will take a parameter, and based on that parameter, it will give you the sequence of numbers based on that parameter. How? See, let me define that function here, something like this. So the syntax is something like this: range, all small letters, and in the brackets, okay, in the bracket, we need to give the value till which we need the sequence of numbers. So I gave a range of 10 here, which means it will generate numbers starting from 0. Okay, starting from 0 to 9. Okay, so that means total we will get the 10 numbers. Okay, but since it is starting from 9, it will give you till 9. Okay, so let's say you want till 10, then what we have to do is instead of giving 10 here, we have to give 11. So that's the only difference. Okay, so when you say range of 11, which means you are asking, okay, you are asking this range function to give it some 11 numbers, okay, starting from 0. So that means it will start from 0 till 10, it will give you total 11 numbers. So this is how it works. So now if you wrap this, okay, if you wrap this entire range function with list, right, and you will get the actual list with 10 numbers or 11 numbers. Let me show that as well. So something like this. So here, so when you do something like a list of this range, now what will happen? It will generate as the list of numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, so on 10. Okay, so that is how we can make use of this range function in Python. So you might be having a doubt like, I don't want to start from 0, okay, but I want to start from actual 1. Then how can we do it? So then in that case, what we can do is we can give that extra parameter to this range function. So something like this. So you have range, okay. So in the parentheses, the first parameter like 1 comma 11. If you give this, right, so now the range function will understand that you want to start with 1. This is called starting value, and this guy, okay, 11, right, this is like a stopping point. So now this range function will generate as number starting from 1 till 10. That is how it works. Okay, so let me give another example here. So range, okay, so this time the starting value I will give like 5, okay, and I will give till 16. Okay, so this 5 is called starting, I mean start point, and this 16 is a stopping point. Okay, this is a stop. So it will generate numbers from 5, 6, okay, so on like 10, like 15. These are this. Okay. Now you might think, okay, so this is good. I mean, it is able to start from 5 until some numbers, right? Instead of giving like sequence like 5, 6, 7, 8, I want like 5, 10, 15, something like that. Like that means increment of 5. Okay, so in that case, also this range function will support that with the help of third parameter. Let's define that as well. So range. Okay, so we know that the first parameter is called starting point, and the second one is called stop position, and the third one we can give as a step, that is called the step here. Let me give 5 here. Okay, so this is start, and this is stop, and the final this one is step. So now what will happen is this guy will produce numbers from 5, and after that the step, what is the step here? Step 5, right? So you will get 10, then 15, so on, you will get till 95. That's how we can make use of this range function. Okay, so now if you wrap this entire thing, and I mean this thing in the list, right, you will get that actual list. Okay, so I hope you got the theory of this range function. Let's move on to our code editor, and let's see how we can actually make use of this one. Okay, so I have already defined here. For example, let me delete everything and start it from the beginning. Okay, so let's start with the basic one. So as I said, I will take a variable called L here, and range of like 10 here. Okay, so now let's print out this. I mean, exactly what will be the output? We'll see that. So by the way, guys, I'm using the decoder, and if you haven't installed the decoder, please go to the Play Store and install it. And you can use my referral code, which is Afiz Tech. Okay, so you will get extra premium points for the decoder. Okay, so let's run this program. See here, when we run the program, actually it is showing like range 0 to 10. Okay, it is not displaying as the actual list. So to display that, what you can do is you can wrap this range function with the list function. Okay, so let me do this, and here also, and now run this program. See here, now we got the actual list of numbers starting from 0 to 9. Okay, so because we gave 10 here. Okay, so that is about the first scenario with only one parameter. Okay, so let's define another one, like L1 I will take this time, and I will wrap a list, and I will take range here, and this time I will start from 1 till I will give 11 here. Okay, so now I'll print out this one, print L1. Now run this program and see the output. See here, so we got starting from 1 to 10. Okay, so that's because we gave the first parameter as 1 and the second parameter is 11. That means the range function can understand that we wanted to start from the 1. Okay, and finally move on to the final one with the 3 parameters for the range function. List range, I will say, let's say we will take starting from 10, and I will give this, and I will give 5 here. Okay, so that means the starting value is 10, stop is 101, and the step is 5. Okay, and now finally print this one and see the output, what we get here. See what we see here, 10, 15, 20, so on, so forth. Okay, so we have got the entire list. Okay, so this is how, guys, I mean, this is how we can make use of this range function, and this will be very useful in the Python programming. And in the next class, we will discuss about loops. Okay, in the loops, this range is highly used. Okay, we will see that in the next class. Till then, take care, and please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share with your friends as well.